Hi, Cancer. How are you? I'm Susie. I'm a trauma-informed astrologer and metaphysical practitioner, and I'm going to do the reading for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, if you have North Node in Cancer, but also especially if you have a whole bunch of planets in the 4th house. If you have a packed 4th house, doesn't matter what sign those planets are in or placements. This is for you. So I'm gonna look into 3 kinds of energies: your energy, the shared energy between you and others' energy. But other can be, it's whatever energy is really prevalent in your environment right now. So like it's going to be, hi Cole, it's going to be either, it could be work, it could be family, it could be a partner, it could be somebody you're in separation. Whatever the most influential energy in your environment is, and it could be your higher self. So we're going to look at all of that, and we're going to look at like what we're coming in from, what's going on now, and what might be upcoming. I'll take a message from your person, and I'm trying to decide what deck for you to use, what deck to use for you. I've been reading from Into the Lonely Woods from Lucy Cavendish for an oracle advice. Well, then this is for you, my Gemini friends. See, Cancer Moon and North Node both in the 4th house. So although they are a Gemini, and also like when you're watching this, you should watch it with a live chat replay. Hey, Corey and Cole. So, and I do an element a day, and I feel like water signs are always last. As a water sign, I notice I'm always kind of waiting towards the end of the week for the readers I love. Hello, Lee. Hi. Hey, Hollywood. So I do it backwards. So it'll always start either Sunday or Monday with Cancer. I'm not promising a day. It goes how it goes. I wear many hats. And then it'll go backwards. So it'll be water signs, air signs, earth signs, and then fire signs. And then on Friday nights, I'm on soul navigation. Let's get these cards going. How is everyone today? We have a little live, and I just go live. So I'll be live at least 12 times a week. You're likely to catch me at some point or another, obviously subscribing instead of notifications. Yeah. Yep, I was just saying, if you have a packed 4th house, let alone you have Cancer North Node and a stellium, even if you just have a bunch of placements in the 4th house or a 4th house sun, even if you only have your sun in the 4th house, like, and I have this in my liner notes, but like, if you could be a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius are known for being outgoing and kind of more extroverted, but if you're, hey Nicole, if your Sagittarius sun is in the 4th house, you may feel a lot more like a Cancer. I had a client once that always felt kind of like there was something wrong with her because she could never relate to like Sagittarian subjects or other Sagittarians or like Sagittarian videos. And the second I looked at her chart, I was like, go on Soul Navigation and watch all of the Cancer videos. And it was an absolute like epiphany for her. And then she felt like, this is my group. That was just never my group, because that 4th house sun made a huge difference. Also, if you're a nighttime baby, no matter what your sign, you're more likely to be a little bit more reserved. Okay. So, Cancer. I'm looking at the last couple of weeks. Hey, alien. Look, it's practically the middle of the day. It's almost 7 at night, but we're looking at last month's energy for you, and it looks like last week you may have gone back and forth with indecision and trying really hard to come up with you may have looked inward a lot for a decision. It feels like maybe a decision to like let go of something or not. These cards are huge. I'm trying to make sure the computer doesn't go off the desk. All right, I think we're okay. Because I have to make more room. So I want to do the overhead camera, but I'll tell you what, I can't imagine a bigger desk than the one that I have, but if I don't know. Also, like I said, I'll be live 12 times a week. It's probably too much of me, honestly. But usually when I'm doing Hangman in the overall energy, usually when I'm doing the last of each sign in that element, so Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, for each of the elements, I draw like free card pulls for whoever's hanging out in the chat. So even if you're not a Capricorn, Sag, Aquarius, or Pisces, if you come watch those videos, there's a good chance. Can't always do it. Sometimes I'll have an appointment, but I try. Just as a thank you for you guys coming and supporting. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. In your energy for like this last, the energy we're coming out of, basically. It feels like there's a truth that you would like to know so that you can make the decision better. In the shared energy, which is the energy created by you and the most influential other environmental energy right now, is the Ten of Cups in reverse. It does feel a little like there was something that you both thought would work out and now you're not sure. It's on the table though. For me, if it's on the table, it's in play in the energies, right? And then like our free will is what gives these energies legs. Unless I'm seeing pinnacles, I still think that we're talking about energetic qualities and not what's happening on the ground. So this is people's thoughts and feelings energetically, is like really hoping or thinking that this is something that would really create a lot of happiness, but it's not coming together and you're not sure if you should walk away from that, from like the hope of this or not. And I feel like both energies are in that kind of same place. We have Ace of Swords in reverse for their energy that they are coming out of. Ace of Swords is a lot of things. It's enlightenment, like as Gemma says, right through the crown chakra. It also sometimes, when I see it in reverse, to me, that could be like bad thoughts, being overtaken with the what ifs in a negative way. Basically, anxiety. Ace of Swords in reverse is like telling yourself you can't have nice things. I've done bad things in my life, and this is why I can never have nice things. I'm not somebody who's worth seeking out that kind of happiness with that kind of a person. This is why I can't have nice things. Ace of Swords in reverse for me is this is why I can't have nice things card. In the current, and that's what you're coming out of. So, and that's what they're coming out of. So I'm glad that there's an exiting of all of that energy because I don't like it. In the current energy, we have you in the advocate role. You know, Cancer is a nurturer. Cancer likes to take care of everyone. So, like, not shocking that we're going to get an advocation role. And we're going to clarify everything further because this is just telling, like, this is scratching the surface. And then we're going to get into the clarification. And also, that's just when, like, the energy comes through for me, especially, like, if you guys are in the room. I'm picking up on that. But when you find this, it's meant for you, replay viewers, because, you know, time is fluid, blah, blah, blah. In the middle center, and I gotta say, this card reminds me of somebody I grew up with so much that it's crazy. It's almost like somebody knew him and painted him, but I'm very sure that was not the case. But the 10 of Wands in the upright is just, it's time to lay down that burden. I quite like this. For you and for the shared energy, it's just time to lay down something that you've both been carrying for a long time. Feeling a little guilt and a little, again, that like not believing, not believing if this can happen because you're focused on your shortcomings or your history. I mean, let's face it, anyone that's single is single because nothing has ever worked out to the point where like till death do us part. So cynicism is bedfellows sometimes, even when we're hopeful. And I feel like there is a hopeful energy for Cancer right now. I feel like there's been some shifts and some changes and we can taste it and the air's a little lighter, but it's like the thoughts, the inner critic that keeps creeping back up, not only for you, but for your person. I'm wondering if your person is also a water sign. But also I think they may have some air sign placements as well. This is what we have in your person's current energy. Again, if it's on the table, it exists energetically. This is what I want. I'm not capable of it. Now, is it I'm not capable of it at all? Or I'm not capable of it right now? We're going to check into that. In the upcoming energies, everything is in reverse. So I think, needless to say, we're still going to be in some transition. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse for you. Listen, Cancer, I could be crazy, but this feels like something like, should I walk away? Should I not walk away? Should I keep giving this effort? Is it going to keep, because it feels like a long stall. And I think that you know, in Cancerian fashion, I do believe that you love this, you have love for this person. This isn't, I just don't feel like this is the first time you thought, like, maybe I should just walk away and let what will be, because if it was supposed to be, it would have come together already. And so you want to advocate for them. You want to advocate for yourself. You want to lay the burden down, but it's just so hard to walk away. Oof, I am feeling that. In the shared energy, right? So you're thinking of letting it go and walking away, but you can't, or you're changing your mind about that. In the shared energy, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, that unrequited love may not be as unrequited. I am sensing that both of you think the other is not as interested. They may have anxiety. You may be trying to give them space, also saving face for yourself. This may be of something where you have felt a little rejection or a little not enough or not good timing. Whatever the case may be, this may be something where it's like, I would put myself out for this person again, but like, your own inner development is like, what are you doing? That's repeating the cycle. There just feels like a lot of inner struggle. And I feel like if you were 100% sure that it didn't take you on a slide back in your own growth, there wouldn't be as much hesitation. You can let me know in the comments if that is resonating for you. But I believe both of you think this is a little bit more, you both think it's unrequited, and it's clearly not with this Four of Cups in reverse. They're embarking on healing, but they're not fully healing yet. They're still, which is why I think that they would like love to. I mean, we have the Ten of Cups reverse, the Two of Cups reverse, and the healing card in reverse. There's what we want and what we think we can have and what we think is fair to offer someone. And those are three different things. Hi, Betty. I invite you guys, replay viewers, like when you can catch a live, when you can catch a live, this community is fucking awesome. Like, I love these. They are just beautiful humans, and I welcome you to like hang out, whether that's on my channel or whether that's on Friday nights. It truly is like, it has a community feel. All right, and again, like this, reading all of this does not shock me that we have the Hangman in the overall energy. There's definitely like a waiting energy here. And I think your hesitation is like knowing cognitively and to empower yourself that waiting is not what you should be doing. But walking away doesn't seem like the connection is here. All right, so let's start clarifying this. Shocking. I'm doing a water sign and it feels heavy. What do I want to clarify? Yeah. Let's do our Nike cards. The Modern Witches Tarot. I love this deck. But it also holds detail. And I find it to be truthful and I find it to be honest. I know truthful and honest would seem like the same thing, but I feel like it also carries accountability, but like gently. And sometimes we need that and clarification. Okay. So I just used one card to clarify all of the energy that we're coming from. Because I don't want to spend a lot of time. All right, but we got two. And then we're going to clarify all the other cards individually. So in the energy that we're exiting from, right? The energy that we're coming from. We have the Hierophant upside down, which is funny. I want to say in fire signs, the Hierophant in reverse showed up almost every reading. And we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Now, again, we have a lot of like, it's on the board, but it's not really in play. It's on the board, but it's got that Hangman energy over it. Knight of Cups is a little bit of a love bomber. Also, Knight of Cups, I'd like to see a more mature energy, and it's almost like the cards are saying the same thing. I think it would be easy for the two of you to fall into an exchange of like, I think you're amazing, like I see your picture and it makes me catch my breath, like all of the words. I don't feel I don't know if it's one or both of you or the shared energy, you'll know, but that Hierophant in reverse tells me, like, you know, Hierophant's kind of about your evolution, whether it's spiritual, but it's also about that, like, evolution when you feel connected. This feels like somebody who feels a little disconnected and a little like it would be unfair. Like, I would like to say these things, but to what end? To what end? Hi. In the current I love clarifications because, you know, you're watching, the cards are flying. I can't make this happen. This is happening on its own, right? But yeah, like what I'm getting in is seems to be being confirmed by the cards. We have the Judgment on the Seven of Wands. Judgment for me is it's a universal opportunity to take past, present, and future and revisit a situation with new eyes, with that new healed version of yourselves. The Judgment is not, it can, depending on the other cards, be judgment of others, but I think this Judgment card reminds me of Kamala Harris, which I kind of love. But it is this new advocation. You know, Cancer wants to fight for those they love. Cancer wants to defend also their own choices, right? And that's when sometimes Cancer gets really emotional. It's because they want to nurture the people that they love and care about into healthy love relationships. And until Cancer understands that you cannot do somebody's healing for them, you cannot fix everything with all of the love you have to give, and I know that is an abundant amount of love and nurturing, you can actually end up enabling people and hurt your own feelings. This seems to be like a new, more mature version of advocacy, where you're putting that new healed version of yourself. I also think this past, present, and future has to do with it's right over that Eight of Cups, and I feel like you're also looking at their growth and what they came from, right? And also seeing this whole situation through that perception, maybe having a little bit more empathy from where they've come from, but also trying to create boundaries. It's revisiting everything, advocating for yourself and this other person and this love, this connection. Almost like when we talk about retrograde, and it's, oh, no worries, Moanne. Don't worry about it. But it's truly just an evolution, a more mature, a more emotionally mature place of advocacy, which I really like for you. I think that same mature place of advocacy, though, is not making you be like, hi, I'm here, hi, I'm here, hi, I'm here. So there's that space, which is also like everything happens as it should, but it also, you know, the good things also create space for sometimes misunderstandings. And that creates space for more personal development, but I think it's affecting the unrequited, requited situation. Six of Wands in reverse over this 10 of Wands. There's a want to put the burden down, right? To release, to walk through that more mature, emotionally mature advocacy of this connection without maybe needing it to come. I just think there's a lot of internal conflict, and a lot of I almost just said a lot of sharing, and a lot of really wanting to balance how far you've come in not being as far down the rabbit hole in attachment, in giving this person space, but also not wanting them to think that you don't care. There just seems like some struggle here. In their current energy, in that, we have 2 2s. Right? We have that 2 of Cups in reverse, where they want to, but they don't think that they should. And then we have the 2 of Wands. You know, 2 of Wands is definitely about deciding where your passion is, not just making a pragmatic decision, but making a decision that feeds your soul. They're struggling on both ends here. In the upcoming energy, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, right, for Cancer, and the 5 of Swords in reverse. Different readers read this different ways. The 5 of Swords in the upright can be like, you have the tools, you've won, it's over, it's done, but why are you still in this fighting energy? Or what is, you know, the fighting energy is over, you're standing alone with your swords. To what end did you win? When it's in reverse, with this 8 of Cups, this is definitely energy of like, I'm going to let universe take over. I'm not going to completely walk away. I'm not going to like draw my line in the sand and say this is done. But I'm also going to let divine timing take over. This is somebody who does not want to like exhaust themselves and drain themselves so that there is resentment created in that waiting energy. So it's like not walking away, but not fully being in fighting waiting energy either. So that resentment, and there's just a lot of emotional maturity and growth on Cancer's side, and that makes me really proud of you. Here's the kicker. That 2 of Cups in reverse in the current energies on their side, in the shared energies, in the upcoming energy, is over the 4 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the 2 of Cups. There is a want to give each other reciprocity. There is a shared, that's Venus and Cancer. You know, that's wanting to love each other the way the other one wants to be loved. It's no one's saying it. Everyone's worried about, is it enough? Is it the right time? In their energy, we have the Star, the healing, wish fulfillment in reverse. And we have 7 of Pentacles. And if you've been with me long enough, the 7 of Pentacles is where's my stinking prize? Where, like, you know, this 7 of Pentacles so expresses the energy of 7 of Pentacles, which is, you know, I'm tired of waiting. Like, it's like watching water boil, watching paint dry. She's annoyed, frustrated. It's feels like something that has been, and again, it's mirroring the energy of, hi Karen, it is mirroring the energy of that Hangman. And I don't know what this person is waiting for, but they definitely feel like it's not time. It is not time, and they're not enough yet. They're not healed enough. They're not capable enough to, you know, say all these lovely words that they're kind of sure you'd like to hear, but to what end if they can't follow through in the way that they think that they should be able to? It doesn't matter whether they are ready. It doesn't matter whether you think whatever they have to offer is enough. It doesn't matter if you want to grow to that. They don't feel ready. They don't. And if they do at moments, then they're changing it. This is very squirrel in the road. You're having internal conflict. They're having internal conflict. But there's a little progress coming up. It's just not, I don't know that the timing is all the way here. Let's get a message from your person. Alien, I think we all want to hear more about this, your person that approached you. Right? We're all invested. It's like this intricate tapestry of these beautiful souls that wander into this community. I'm avoiding our connection. Yeah, that's what the card said. Tons of love on the board. Tons of love energetically. And it wants to be reciprocal. When I did Cancer's check-in energy on Friday on Soul Navigation, I remember saying that, like, there was so much that could be given to each other, and it's being held back right now. It's being held back right now, but the love is here. And there's a want to, I think I said that they were imagining what it would be like to be just in sweats, chilling out, watching TV, being stupid with each other, joking, what daily minutia would be like with you. Even that makes them happy, not the grandiose gestures. But they're not making a move for it right now. So that's going to be, you know, everybody's free will, and that can change. We'll check again next week. Let's pull one of these beautiful new oracle cards, and then I'm going to take a couple of minute break. This was so heavy that I already feel drained after Cancer. Yeah. And then I'll take a quick break and I'll do Scorpio. Okay. Dear Lord. We have... These have to go back. I don't know why I pulled these out. But I did. Realizations is number 41. And I'm going to read to you. Right? Has everybody come to like this part, or is it annoying? Okay, Corey, we'll see you then. Let me know if you like this whole thing. I'm going to keep doing it, but I just want to know like how it strikes everybody else. All right. So there is a little sadness because there's so much want and there's so much love here. But there's a willing to give each other space. There's also consideration and empathy. But there, of course, there's a little sadness. Okay. Realizations. So often we are distracted. We turn through the day too busy to see, to hear, to feel, and to think. The soul starves within us. But in a time of aloneness, we can come to moments of deep realization where we begin to understand so much more. Honor those moments when they come within the time and space. The key to moving into a more soulful and rich connection with yourself and the world lies in these more lonesome times. Hell, I believe that 100%. You will have moments of realization that are the key to your entire life, taking different shape in the days to come. And in this great blessing born from the quiet and the stillness, the space around us within the isolation. I love that. As a Cancer, I'd rather be surrounded with people that I love, intimate relationships, you know, people where we can be ourselves. But the periods where I had to be alone with my own thoughts and my own growth, I mean, I'm not the same person, and all for better reasons. Isolation is hard, and a lot of times when I hear people that say I'm afraid of being alone, I respect that. I get that, and I can empathize with that. But also, that alone time lets you fall in love with yourself through examination. It's in the quiet. It's true. It's in the quiet when we can have a deeper connection with ourselves. And then that allows more authentic, deeper connections with the energies around us. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back with Scorpio in a little bit. I love you. Now you love you. And thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Bye.